Supply spec is good. This is our favorite pack. And yeah, let's beat this guy, STEELSANE. We've played with him a few times. I think we won once. And because we were able to win once, we know that he's winnable. His MMR has climbed up a little bit. He was in the 2100s for some reason for a while. I think we go for chaff here. I think we go for fangs. I mean, crawlers. Could go for more late fangs, which would be crazy. Imagine just going for more late fangs, but there's no way that's good, is it? Or is it? It's either more. Yeah, you never go for more late fangs, so it's gonna be like this. I like to do it like this, but I do wonder if it's better to do it like the other way. Right? I don't mind this though. Right? It's got the suck technology, but there's nothing to suck, and there's very little there's very unlikely chance that we're gonna build any more units besides besides just more fangs, or we're not gonna build any more ground units is what I'm trying to say. He doesn't have flying, fortunately, so our air army should be able to take care of this. He has quick supply, and he just went for more chaff here. Advanced missile device. Wait a second. That might actually be good here, but that actually might be good. I'll just keep it just in case. And I think it's just Phantom Race first, because there's a good chance we're going to need to set fire. And I wonder if this should be like a little bit more further up. I don't know. Incredibly aggro. Even upgrades his crawlers. He's got 2 level 2 crawlers now. So I'm pretty happy with the Phantom Race because they're able to chaff clear pretty good compared to the Phoenixes. The Wasp wouldn't be that amazing into the Fangs. Kind of don't want to lose a tower here, but should be all right with the left side. Now, SteelSane, you know, he's famous for being a standard player, but I think he plays aggro now, clearly. We can go for the technology here. I think we want fire. I think we really want fire. We can wait for the reinforcement as well. Either way, it might make sense to pick this up. I think we're just going to click oil here. We're not going to... I don't think we go carry Phantom Ray. We'll just go for maybe another Phantom Ray here in the middle, and then think about what else we need to build. Could build one more, but it's getting to be a little bit too much. I prefer to build something else. Like a Phoenix would be a good way to bridge into the other units. Could go for a missile here. If he levels up. Of course he levels up. Goes for the same card. And we're just gonna see if we get fire for free. If we get the Fire Badger, then we don't need a we don't need to worry. Interestingly, we still have chaff left here, and he's stuck on our chaff. But we're stuck on his chaff. He's stuck on our chaff. Kind of close. Closer than you'd expect. These are some interesting techs. Doesn't run charge shot, which is crazy. Okay, get the fire badger. This is pretty much best case scenario. Um, I don't know if we put it here, just to keep it safe. Right? It's really hard to say here, but I think we get out of this. I don't know. If he's only going to go build phoenixes, then we're not scared of his we're not that scared, right? We're not going to build. Feels like this is a bit safer, but we were worried about these phoenixes for sure. Let's click range right away. I mean, maybe we don't need range. But for 150, I think we might as well click it. We could also click napalm for 150. That could be crazy. Then we don't even need to click this. That could even be even more crazy. Let's think about this. So get one more phoenix here. Upgrade the phoenix. Go for a couple wasps, I think. I think we go for at least one wasp, maybe not a couple. Well, I mean, a fang here would be quite good as well to act as more chaff. But we can go for the additional wasp. And I don't know. Let's just go for 50 here, since that's pretty good money. And now we'll start missing this. Okay. We burn his stuff. We also lose our own crawlers though. And kind of in trouble here. Our towers are not in the greatest positions. This flank really messed us up in terms of the tower timing, but we actually have some potential wasps here that could tank. Are these our units? Okay. So we got messed up by him for sure, but we also did a good job with those wasps for sure. But this is like he's closing in on us really badly. I think we just skip here. I don't think we're gonna build. I mean, this is 2 rounds worth of this is just 2 rounds worth of stuff here. What do we need to do? We need to solve this problem a little bit better. We need to level up the towers first as a priority. We can just oil him here just to make sure he doesn't come forward. Like, that could be a pretty decent idea. That'll just kind of help for the temporary. And I mean, he's gonna go for wasp now, but I think we could actually go for more phantom race here, just to take care of this. Probably want another level on the tower, but maybe just go for a couple missiles. I don't know about those missiles. Like, kind of want to. We could get a technology like range. Hopefully, some of our crawlers can move forward here. He did go for the Mustangs, but man, he probably wants those Mustangs a little bit further back. You know, he really doesn't want them to be so close into the fight. He may not even be able to get this tower. Well, I think he does, but no. Oh. Kind of almost doesn't even matter. So it actually is the Phantom Ray to keep building more into. Now he's in a terrible position. I think we just go for the finisher at this point. We're gotta be super careful about these kind of players. They're not the kind of player that you can afford to let the game draw out for longer. So I don't know what happened there, but I mean, at the same time though, you kind of want to drop. So we're not going to die this round, I think. And we kind of only have money for level 1, which is not great. Wouldn't mind reinforcing the towers again, but we're going to be going pretty aggro pretty soon. Maybe we just click shield, but I don't want to kind of throw this. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's just go for towers and maybe another wasp in the middle. I don't know. Maybe another phoenix in the middle. Maybe we click shield. But he goes for a boat or something. We're kind of screwed. Really, like, my initial thought was to click shield here. You know, we can go for phantom rays and then we could really like kind of double down with the shield. Like, that's my intuition here. We could go for missile here, but we're likely to have it intercepted. Okay. So he's hard committing to this, which is not good for him. Factory all-in is certainly coming. I mean, it is a very good counter to what we're doing, and he's going to steamroll us, but the problem is the once that factory comes out, man, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay. Now we probably should have went for the factory the turn before, but now we get the actual item. We actually get the thing we're looking for. So 600. We could actually even go Rhino with armor here. Like, that would be super strong, but let's just go all in. So this is 600. And doesn't have a source of EMP except for the Phoenix. It is a question if he's gonna if he's gonna try to. And I think we don't even go for the tower. We just go for the tank. Like I might want the EMP if I think he's gonna I might go for Overlord if I can actually. But for Overlord, you kind of need like the kind of want a beacon. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn here. I do want actually now to just like go in like this maybe, just so we can get more damage done. And I don't know. Let's go for this. Okay. No EMP. 2 boats right into the spot where, so it's not looking great. I mean, the boats is going to be quite tanky. And getting stuck in the oil is horrible. We absolutely cannot afford to lose a tower. As long as we don't lose the tower, I could see us winning here. We are getting to his tower. It's super close. I think we're winning, to be honest. Because, I mean, if you look here, I think it's GG. Wait a second. Okay. There we go. We beat the STEELSANE master. Oof, gotta take a deep breath after that one. You know, it was close. It was really, really close. I knew that the round before we were potentially messing up. Like going for more Phantom Rays worked, but then I was thinking just keep going more. Obviously, it didn't occur to me that he was going to go for it for this, but it should have because it was the most obvious counter. That being said, I knew that the War Factory was the correct move on the round before. Um, and I probably should have went for the War Factory, but it would have only been a level 1. We still probably could have made it work, and I think like we probably still should have, because like just letting it go for a round, I mean there are advantages because now you can afford a level 2 with armor, but there are also disadvantages, like he could level up his phoenixes and level up his void eyes. So it's kind of a mixed bag, but let's go back and just take a look at that. Right, so second to last round, I think the correct response is, because the Phantom Rays are such a menace, and he's likely to build. I mean, one possibility is AA Wasp. That's what I was more worried about, but AA Wasp is also means that it's not good to build more Phantom Rays. And the other response is more Mustangs with anti-missile, right? That's what he went for. So the correct response to Mustangs with anti-missile is maybe more Fire Badger. You'd want to missile this, but then he's got the missile interception. So it's pretty much just Fire Badger. You could also go Burst into that. Burst does reasonably okay into Wasp, however, it still loses hard to Wasp. So if he goes for Wasp, then it's Mustangs of our own. But the Mustangs of our own is not great into so much fire, right? So if I were him, I would have actually went for a Wasp. I'm surprised to see him actually go into Mustang, because it's also not good for him, the fire situation. So anyways, we could just see how this would go. We would, like, let's say we went for more of these guys, and then let's say we go for maybe Scorching Fire. I don't know if this necessarily works. But let's just see. This is just results oriented, knowing exactly what he's going to do. Scorching Fire might be necessary to get through the sledges. I don't think the Napalm does anything. And even then, it almost doesn't look like it's enough. But wait a second. So just enough, just barely enough, and that's with full knowledge of what he's gonna do, right? It just goes to show that he had a pretty good board here. Also, what we could have done is, let's say we knew he was gonna do this, throw in some level 2 rhinos, but man, if he actually goes for wasps or something, I don't know how. Could be a really big throw, right? So go for armor on the rhinos. Just send him in. Maybe get another one, since we invested so much into the technology. Speed could be an option. So the only question is these void eyes. They're gonna do a lot of damage. Level 3 crawlers here? Wow. Absolute madness. So how many of the rhinos are left now? Just the one in the middle? Okay. So actually the rhino's extremely effective. It's more effective than the fire badgers, just because we need something to tank the front line. So this is a pretty big win. And let's say, it's a risky play, right? The Rhino is a risky play. It can work, it can not work. The other thing that I would have maybe thought about doing is going for Mustangs, probably with range first, just for the AA wasps, which I was kind of, if I had to guess, I would have predicted the AA wasp, actually. Maybe we just go for temp range. Fortunately, this might die. I don't know. So I think we're just going to get torn apart here. I mean, 18 seconds of debuff. There's no way it's not going to be anything other than a domination. And so maybe I should never have even considered the Mustangs. All right. So we knew that we had to go for factory though this round. So we could sell out of something. We could sell out of maybe. I don't know if I sell out of this Phantom Ray because it might actually be good because then the oil, but then you want some fire here, right? So it's kind of hard to say. So we actually can't. Well, actually, wait a second. If we sell out of this guy, we get a level 2 factory with armor. And the only thing is there's no beacon, which is kind of bad. You just have to decide where it goes, and I'm not sure exactly where you want to put it because, like, there's in the middle. It doesn't actually tank as much as like on one of the sides. So, you know, we can just pick this side just for fun here. And presumably we're gonna lose this tower pretty big, but we'll still this will still survive. And we might be able to do same amount of damage as in the last round. $12.50. Does that kill the opponent? No, it doesn't. So that's the problem there. So I think I have another idea. I think a level 1 factory is more than sufficient. We still click armor, of course. And we can go for like some kind of beacon. Maybe we do sell out of something also. Like, how important is this oil, right? It's not that important. And then we can fortify one of the sides. So let's say we decide to go here. We can fortify this side, right? You even have 100 left. So I don't know what we do there. Maybe 100 left. Could upgrade this guy. Could just throw a missile down here, but not sure. Yeah, not sure what to do with the 100. Maybe just missile this. Now we got a pretty nice beacon opportunity, and could just go here, then just push here. Just go for a quick tower snipe. This missile actually lands. So at least we have all 4 guns firing. This tower is a little bit slightly beefier now. Level 1 tower, level 1 factory. It's still doing a very good job at tanking. It's you know, there's not that much to tank, so it's more than perfectly fine. In retrospect, I think this play would have been better than what we did, but I don't know. Well, let's see how this play out. We're gonna have to kill him though. We don't want this to drag on for more than an additional round. Did we do more than 13 something damage? Yes. There we go. So that's what we should have done. And Clearly, the level 1 factory with the beacon is better than the level 2 dummy factory with no beacon. Okay, so final round. That was close. I mean, we had it in the worst. Did we have it in the worst possible? Because the thing is now with the boat and everything. Okay, wait a second. It's not right. Now that he's got the boats, had he clicked overload or something, I mean, it's a very precarious situation. We could easily have lost the factory, and then we would just lose the game automatically. So we had a chance there, and we didn't take it. But let's also take a look at this, because I was thinking actually, hey, should probably be going for rhinos, right? If they explode, that'd even be better, right? So, like, I would just go all in on the rhinos. It's probably just too crazy of a move, but like maybe it actually does make sense. Who knows? Definitely gonna need to go for speed, probably range, and I wouldn't mind to missile like something like this. It's just that I don't know if it gets intercepted. Probably does, but still. Yeah, it gets intercepted here. So now the overlord is for the rhino clearly. That explosion did nothing. This explosion did a little bit. We're kind of doing all right. I mean, there's only one rhino remaining. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Factories obviously are pretty scary, but we've won this side, so we're going to get to the tower soon. Somehow he's got a almost dead boat there. Actually, we do we do insane amounts of damage. So this actually looks like it was a good play. The only question is, like, do we need the explosion? Wouldn't the whirlwind have been better? I just love explosion because it doesn't take that much skill to play it. Like, especially if you just put it here. Now, I'm not sure if you want to put it there. Like, it actually, for the explosion, I was thinking it would be great right in the front, right? I don't know. I'm surprised it did so much damage. I thought that the rhinos would probably die to the boats. Yeah, it kind of didn't make sense to put this rhino all the way back. Like, you may as well just put it forward. It looks like this guy's getting to the tower way faster. The explosion, to me, didn't seem like it did much, the explosion. Okay, so actually not as much as the exploding ones. Okay. Now, what if we just try the explosions on the front line? But then do you even need the armor? Like, what's the point, right? If we'll space everything kind of like this. No, there are some targets that we're looking to take out with the and we could try the explosion first. And if anything, we should just missile, you know, maybe the back line, so it can come up a little bit further. There we go. Get some pops. Maybe we get some pops here. Yep. This guy always survives because he's the high level one. Okay, get a few pops. Pops are... I don't know how significant those pops are. They actually might be pretty significant. All right, so that was the best so far. And we're just going to try everything with the whirlwind. I'm thinking the whirlwind is going to be better. We did missile this, but it I don't know. I won't missile just because in the previous runs we didn't missile that, but the last one we did, so the data is already a little bit skewed. But you can see that this is still alive, right? But then actually, we're doing better with the whirlwind in certain areas, but we're doing worse in other areas. We're not doing that much to the boats during the debuff, though. All right, so that was without the missiles. So that's the best setup here. A whirlwind and armor. I don't think I have the skill really to play this using those techs because it's such a crazy all-in, but I mean, I don't know how he exactly counters this. I thought the boats would actually counter this, but it actually doesn't. All right, so yeah, it looks like the factory play wasn't the optimal play. It's just the play that we're more accustomed to doing. And I wasn't quite sure really what we needed to do. Did we need the launcher overload? Was something I was thinking about. Then we go for a beacon, then we don't have the range. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. We could try the same thing. We also don't have the shield. We'll try it exactly and just see what happens. And it's was kind of concerning because we were, well, this is not good. That's good, thank you. It's a little bit concerning because we weren't tanking that much. Now we lose the tower, and this just dies. So fairly sure we're just gonna lose this pretty hard now, with a very minor difference. Whereas on the rhinos, it didn't look like it looked like no matter what we did, we were winning pretty well. So I'm not sure what happened there. Was it just that we didn't level the tower? I think the way he positioned his units, it was kind of hard to have the factory tank because if you have it in the middle, it only tanks here. It's almost better to have it here because then you actually tank more than just in the middle. It's kind of awkward how he set everything up. So we're not going to try the overload situation. We're just going to try the more conservative. And this means we level up this tower. So let's say here we're just going to go just kind of go in for the tower. And interestingly, one of the overlords will come over. We should get a pretty good tower snipe. The war factory is slowed temporarily from the fire. Still lose the tower. And is that going to be a bad thing for us? All right, so I mean, we did all right there. Let's try the same thing on this side. Out of curiosity, like, is it? I think it's actually better that it goes into the war factories, but we'll fortify this side. Go for a shield here. I think that's almost enough. That beacon, because it gets us right here. This tower's at risk. It would be pretty bad if the tower went down right now, because now this would die. And I think, you know, unless we can get the tower somehow, we're going to be in some trouble. Well, we actually just had enough there to clean up. But I'm not thinking, is this 1300 plus damage? Just slightly more. So yeah, so I guess no matter how we played that, as long as we get armor and we didn't go for the launcher overload, I think it would have been good. I'll tell you what, man, these flanks are just pretty crazy, and we both didn't sell anything the entire game, so we just kept all our units. Um, yeah. So if it wasn't for the rhinos, it would have been actually just the sandworm.